been feeling anxious all day. Any idea why?
Well, I thought I just needed some validation about something.
And did you get it?
Yeah.
And it didn't make you feel better?
Not at all. What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking about how external validation didn't solve an internal problem. I'm not saying that receiving compliments and hearing what your friends love about you isn't great. It is.
But if I'm relying on them to tell me how much they like me,
In order for you to like you,
I'm setting myself up to not be able to feel validated by my own opinions of myself.
and you're putting the people that you care about in an uncomfortable position
By expecting them to be the source of all my self-confidence.
without them even knowing it.
So maybe the next time I feel like I need a little external validation,
You can remind yourself of what your friends love about you
and use that as a starting point.
to think more about what you love about you.
So there's this video that I love and I really want to save.
But they have downloads turned off?
Yeah, and that's not fair.
What are you doing?
Telling the creator that this video is really important to me, so I need them to turn downloads on?
That's kind of inappropriate.
Why? I'm complimenting them by telling them how important this video is to me.
But it's hard to take a compliment to heart when it comes with a side of guilt for setting boundaries.
What reason would someone have to turn downloads off anyway?
Only one reason?
They're a public figure on the internet. It's not like it's a privacy thing.
The block button is a thing that links can't get through and downloads can.
That's gotta be the only reason.
Maybe the creator doesn't like it when their art is reposted to somebody else's page for somebody else to make a profit off of.
But it's not like turning downloads off really stops that.
You're right. Not every time, but it clearly establishes the boundary that the creator doesn't want people doing that.
So downloads on means people can just repost for their own gain?
Absolutely not. That's a thing to do no matter what.
What I'm hearing is the reasons that you've given me for downloads to be off don't really solve the problems that they're trying to prevent.
That's correct, but that's also not your problem. Your problem is respecting the boundaries that a person has set.
This video wasn't as funny as a lot of your other ones are. I don't want this anymore. Hey, whoa, that's expensive and also kind of hurts if you hit me with it, and also you kind of need that. No, I don't.
Why are you internet stalking someone you haven't been in touch with for 2 years?
I wanted to know what they were up to.
And
to see if they're doing well.
And
to see if they're better off without me, okay?
I thought you were the one who walked away.
Yeah, I was, but that doesn't mean it's easy.
Hey,
What?
the way they treated you isn't your fault.
Yeah, I know, whatever.
Look at me. I know you know that it's not your fault.
Then why'd you say it?
Because I'm not trying to tell you new information. I just want you to hear someone else say it.
Someone else, but you're me.
Forget about that for a second. Maybe this isn't about you.
Huh?
Maybe part of the reason that we make these posts isn't just to teach people new things,
But also to help remind them of things they already know.
because a lot of times, for some reason, it just helps to hear it from somebody else. Your sudden lack of uneasiness is making me uneasy.
Come on, the world isn't that high-strung and you don't need to be either.
Who are you and what have you done with Ilana?
It's not what I have done, it's what I haven't done.
Is this all because you
Ditched the daily upload schedule and now I'm only posting 4 times a week.
And how long have you been doing 4 times a week?
2 weeks.
And you knew that doing this would help you feel more relaxed and enjoy posting more?
I've been certain of it.
So why did it take you so long?
A lot of reasons, I guess.
Like?
Like I didn't want to feel like I was letting people down,
And you were worried that it might cause your analytics to tank?
and I thought that it would make people less likely to listen to my music.
Or see your shows?
But the only way that I was letting people down
Was by giving them advice to take care of themselves?
well, I was just running on fumes and refusing to do the same for me.
Analytics will come and go no matter what you do.
And now I feel a lot more excited to make music and do comedy because I don't feel as drained.
So even though you're posting less,
I feel so much more excited about posting, and I actually feel like the things I'm posting are, well, good.
and you're only filming this on the 2nd day of your new schedule.
Yeah, so maybe I'll find out that I'm totally wrong by the time this goes live, but hey, at least I'm feeling better now. I gotta be honest with you, I am just not feeling great today.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I've just been feeling like I'm not doing enough, and
Hey, that's not true.
thanks. It just feels like life is moving so fast, and I'm moving so slowly. And
It's totally normal to feel like that. And of course you're gonna feel like you're moving slowly if everything else is moving fast.
yeah, it's just hard not to compare myself to other people when
You're amazing. Forget what other people are doing. All you gotta do is...
oh my god, that's enough.
feeling better?
No.
Huh?
So, you know how a lot of times I like to talk out my problems?
Yeah, you're a lot more likely to need that than to need a distraction or space.
Well, sometimes I don't need a pep talk in response.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, I appreciate you wanting to help and lift me up, but sometimes I just need to vent.
Without me making it into a big thing.
It's really admirable how much you like helping people, but sometimes your friends just need a friend, not therapy.
This is a message for you.
Every single day feels the same and I can't do it anymore.
You mean you want more variety in your day-to-day?
No, I mean if my day-to-day looks like this.
Then it's not a day-to-day that feels good for you?
Exactly. It just feels like I'm missing something or something isn't right.
Well, you've been saying that you want to move.
I'm waiting for the right time.
What about being more committed to your performing career?
I'm waiting for the right time.
What about being serious about releasing more music?
I'm waiting for the right time.
Cut the
I am!
Okay, when's the right time?
When it feels right.
How will you know when it feels right?
When it feels comfortable?
How are you gonna make it feel comfortable? Change is scary and uncomfortable. But it sounds to me like you might be ready for the discomfort.
But I don't want to feel discomfort.
You're gonna feel discomfort either way, either in your unhappiness with your current situation,
Or in taking a risk.
but one gives you a chance to live a life that makes you happier.
So I know that change can cause discomfort.
Yes.
And I know that I need to risk that discomfort if I want a chance to feel happier than I am now.
Yes.
But how do I know it'll be worth it?
You don't. That's part of what makes it scary.
That's not helping!
By not taking the risk, sure, you know what you're signing up for, but I also know that there's a chance for things to be a lot better. And for the discomfort of change to be more than worth it. How do I make it less difficult? Well, you can start by building a support system that makes scary things feel safe.
Would that make things not scary anymore?
Not necessarily. It just helps to know that if you fall, there's people there to patch you up.
And then what?
You can start by changing one thing at a time.
Baby steps?
Medium-sized steps. So, like, rather than focusing on moving and building an acting career, do the move first. Once you're settled, then you find your next step.
Why has moving through the world been so difficult lately?
Things have been really difficult for a lot of us lately.
I don't need your loosely sympathetic remarks right now.
No, I'm serious.
Huh?
There's a lot of reasons why things feel really tough right now.
For a lot of people?
Yeah.
So what's the solution?
Well, that's gonna take more than just me and some helpful tips.
Then why are we making this video?
Honestly, I just thought it felt important to let everybody who sees this know that what they're experiencing isn't weird.
Well, it is.
It is. But everyone who's going through a seemingly inexplicably tough time right now is not alone.
And even if there's no quick and easy fix,
sometimes it helps a little bit to know that it's not just you.
I feel like garbage and I don't know how to make it stop.
Before I offer suggestions, what have you already tried?
I've talked to friends.
Love that.
I took a day off to relax.
Did you also
Shower and clean my room?
Yep. Anything else?
I did so much journaling, it seems ridiculous that I'm not better.
Okay, so 2 things.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Really, but sometimes all the right things in the world aren't going to replace the passing of time.
I am impatient.
I am aware. But have you also considered trying smaller solutions?
Make it make sense.
Like, normally, your headphones are great.
What's wrong with my headphones?
When you get anxious, you tend to get sensory overload really easily.
And don't my headphones block out excess noises?
Yes, but they also squeeze your head kind of tight.
Huh.
Little changes like swapping your headphones for earbuds for a week isn't gonna fix everything.
But maybe it'll help me feel just a little bit less on edge
by minimizing even one agitator.
I hate Valentine's Day.
What? Why?
Everyone is happy and in love and shoving it in my face.
Aren't a lot of your friends
Single? I thought so, but then I opened social media
and you see everyone being all happy?
Yeah!
Isn't that what you see most days on social media?
I mean, I guess so, but
it feels different because you feel left out?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Have you considered closing your phone for a day?
You and I both know that I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well, what about celebrating other kinds of love?
What? Like my friends?
Why did you say it like that? You do love them.
Yeah, I do.
Or your dog?
Hi, puppy.
Or yourself.
That one is
a little harder to work up to, I know. I'm just saying that romantic love is great.
But it's not the only kind of love there is.
And a lot of times, you and the people you love will feel happier
and closer to each other
the more open you are about how much you care about each other.
So there's this thing that people do
that gets you really mad.
Yeah, and a lot of times I feel like I'm overreacting.
Or people tell you you're overreacting.
And then I feel like my perfectly normal feelings
are something to be ashamed of.
Yeah, and then I just feel bad about what happened and bad about how I feel about it.
So what exactly is this thing?
It's when people download my videos and then re-upload them side by side.
With like a fruit cutting video or something?
Yeah, like even if they don't say that they created the video,
they're essentially taking credit for your work and potentially earning money on something that you did.
And I get having a different attitude when it comes to corporations.
But you're just a person
trying my best to make rent.
And it hurts seeing your work get millions of views under someone else's name.
When I've been having trouble getting the same traction under my own name for the same work.
Honestly, it would be kind of funny if you uploaded your own videos side by side with me cutting fruit. Hey, what do you do when another creator is in town?
And you really want to make a collab?
But you don't have
any
ideas?
I don't know. This? Alright, I think that's it.
You think they'll get it?
Probably.
Why do I always feel terrible after a stressful situation is over? You mean instead of during the stressful situation?
Yeah, I feel like I make it through something really difficult,
and then when you finally feel like you can relax and let my guard down, you feel a whole lot worse instead of better.
Yeah,
some of my worst mental health periods have been a few months after a really difficult time, making me feel like I'm experiencing this pain out of nowhere and prolonging the amount of time that I'm miserable. So you know how whenever you'd go on a break from school or finish tech week for a show, I'd come down with a really bad cold? Because you'd been in a period of really high stress, and as soon as I was able to let my guard down, your body released all that tension that it was holding in. Is that what's happening? If you've been in fight or flight mode for weeks, or months, or even years, your body might not let you shut down and deal with those emotions until it knows that it's safe to start processing. This sucks. I have decided that I'm not doing the important project I have coming up.
Why?
Because I told myself I was going to get an A, and I procrastinated for too long, and now that's impossible. So because you don't have the time to do it perfectly, you're not going to do it at all, because what's the point? The point is that if something is worth doing perfectly, it's also worth doing just okay.
No, because then I'll spend the whole time knowing that I could have done something better and didn't.
So
then I'm not putting forth my best work.
And you think not putting forth any work at all is the only other option?
Yeah, I really care about this project, and I don't want to do it badly.
Look, I get you, but even if you fail, nope, even if you fail, failing with a 50% is significantly better than failing with a 0%,
But anything less than 100% doesn't feel worth it.
you're telling me that 89% feels just as bad as 0?
Well, when you put it that way,
Even if you can't give something your all, it might still be worth giving it something. I'm doing the best I can, but my best is not good enough right now.
you're doing the best you can with what you've been given.
I have been given 0 brain power and I'm running on fumes.
Correct?
So I'm not accomplishing what I need to accomplish.
Yeah, maybe you're not, but sometimes we're just not capable of it.
Nope, try again. I don't like it.
You don't have to like it.
Good, I don't.
Eventually, the best you can do will be better. But for now, you're doing your best, and this is what your best looks like. And that's okay.
I have this problem. Hang on, I can't hear you. Can you try restarting?
Yeah, technical problems do make friendships difficult sometimes.
Like when Buff
Experiencing low quality video, or shoddy internet connection,
call drop
or audio that sounds like a robot.
Or a chipmunk.
Doesn't mean that your connection to that person is any worse. Your emotional connection. Relationships can be difficult sometimes, and that difficulty is only multiplied when your only opportunity to communicate relies on inconsistent technology, lining up of time zones, and patience. A lot of patience. But the love that we have for the people we care about is worth it.
So I'm having trouble maintaining online friendship. How do you comfort someone who tells you that they're not a good person?
You do not.
That wasn't very live, laugh, love, every one of you.
If someone tells you that they're unworthy of your love, believe them.
But what if they just have low self-esteem?
They very well might, and that really sucks. And I hope that they learn to see themselves in a more positive light soon.
And I can help with that.
Just because you can does not mean you should.
Why not?
Because it's unfair to both them and you to not take their words at face value.
Unfair to me?
What happens if they're right?
And I get hurt
By a situation you were warned about
from the start, and now both parties probably feel worse.